We are at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we conclude Week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League with a Sunday doubleheader. Game 1 has the Paris RiverWolves taking on the Ohsweken Bears. Hello, lacrosse fans. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Glad you've decided to spend some time with us. Let's take a look at the starting goalies. For Paris, it'll be Lane Harushka. And for the Bears, making a start, taking a look, it looks like Austin Patty will handle things between the pipes there. Head coaches for the RiverWolves in his 6th season, it's Jamie Dubrick. His assistant is Mark DeBrone. And for the Bears, a familiar face in Ron Mouser-Henry. His assistant is Clancy Alms. Officials for today's game, another top-notch crew in Simon D'Souza is the crew chief. He's joined by Mark Smith and Seb DeBoyne. All set to get underway here. These two teams come in. Paris, of course, coming in with a 4-8 record. They sit in 6th spot in the standings. And the Ohsweken Bears, 3-9 after a big win over the Six Nations Snipers Friday in a makeup game. They continue to hold down 7th place. And off the draw, it'll be possession to the Bears, and it's Jake Bombury that'll set things up. He'll start that off and swing it around. Isaac van der Zalm looking back up to Martin, kick it back over. And the flip, quick shot there wide of the mark, and that was Ryan Johnson with his first look of the game. Van der Zalm battling, no reset, 10 on the shot clock. Skip over, James Whiteford. Whiteford just caught the side of the net and went out of play. Possession will go to the RiverWolves. Their first look, and it's Hunter Agus. Agus been outstanding this season. His transition game has certainly evolved, and head coach Jamie Dubrick pleased with that. Waiting for the rest of the offense. Ryan Pavic will come out. He'll work that right side. Tiptoeing there is Campbell. Kyle Dawson looking for Simonelli. Couldn't connect there. And now the Bears will move it up, and it's Hayden Burt. Looking for the quick pass. Alex Henry trying to capitalize. He was looking for Kyle Pedwell. That one's picked off, and back the other way come the RiverWolves. Johnson will flip now, and Lemaire will settle things down. Eric Lemaire working one-on-one on the right side, has some room. Hesitation, goes to the net, and a diving finish. So Eric Lemaire, great job in lulling the defender to sleep, so to speak, and then using that hesitation move to blow by him and reach out and tuck it in that far corner on the dive. So first up close look, Austin Patty, of course, was injured, just back in between the pipes after missing about a month. So he's going to need a little time, shake off the rust, but good to have Patty Cake back out there on the carpet. Danton Miller here for the Bears. The Bears were almost flawless Friday against the Snipers, and a good save by Harushka. And now the RiverWolves will move it up. Of course, Paris coming off a tough 14-11 loss to Oshawa last week. And these Ohsweken Bears, a big win over the Snipers on Friday. Big shot and a big finish from outside. And the big shot came from the big man, Andy Campbell. That's his first of the game, his 8th of the season. And Paris out to a 2-0 lead. This is just a big man getting the feet set and finding that far corner. And you can bet Austin Patty would want that one back. Before he was hurt, Patty, 3-0 record, 13.57 goals against, and a save percentage of .780. So it'll just take him a little bit of time to get back at her. Cleared recently to play and had a good warm-up, and that's going to be a violation. So Paris doing a good job here, playing pretty inspired early on, and here's their man, their hub guy, the nucleus, 19, in Kyle Dawson. Dawson working with DeWitt Martin on him. Dawson kick it over. Lemaire will work that right side again. Gets a screen. Goes to the underhand. Hannah Brandt had an outstanding game Friday. Does a good job getting a stick there. No reset. 5 on the clock. Pavic lets a BB go top corner. So Ryan Pavic picking that top corner, and he's got his first of the game. We talk about accuracy, and boy, Austin Patty may have to head down to that bench there and get a breather. Looks like Marquez Stonefish is going to come in. And I'd say maybe he should have had it, but you know what? That was a well-placed ball. A rocket in the top corner, and it's a 3-0 lead. Off the draw. Alex Q had it knocked out of his stick, and Alex Henry now will jumpstart things. Bears off to a bit of a sluggish start here. See if they can't right the ship, so to speak. Out there is James Whiteford working with Jake Bombury. Bombury and Whiteford tried to give and go. Picked up down low, and a beauty finish right there. So a much-needed jolt for the Ohsweken Bears as they get on the board. And it's Nash Kramer. Just a good job on what was a broken play. Looking for the give and go with Whiteford, and Kramer right there, right place to pick it up and pocket that loose ball. Off the draw, Q had it, lost it, still loose. And it's Vanderzalm that'll pick it up, and he'll try to move it up over the timeline, and he does. On him is Ribka. And the RiverWolves now will counter the other way. DeBrone, he'll peel out, let the rest of the offense get set. As Simonelli will work it on the right side. Pavic rolling out there. He's got Campbell on that other side, underhand, wide of the mark, trying to test Stonefish early on. Simonelli trying to keep it on the side of the line, can't do it. Possession now to Johnson and the Bears. Johnson half boards. He'll think better of running into that double team, send it over. And Chris Atwood back in the lineup for the Bears. Where have you been, Mr. Atwood? Good to have you back. Dan Miller sizing up that far corner. Good save there by Harushka. And now it's Simonelli. He'll get it over the timeline. Has no one with him, so he's going to stop and wait. And the rest of the offense taking a while to get out. Simonelli looking for the screen and roll, working with Josh Rex. Rex will swing it around. Not able to handle that pass was Dylan Goddard. And how about that interception finish? Kyle Davis. Let me rephrase that. Kyle Dawson, look at this play here as he reads it right. Stonefish not able to hang on to it, and Dawson just picked it up, and a beauty job on the dunk. Isn't much Kyle Dawson can't do. Picks up his first of the game, 28th goal of the season. And my apologies to a friend of mine, Kyle Davis. As Q now trying to go to work. Quick shot! So Q that. As off the draw, Alex Q finds the back of the net in a hurry. And the RiverWolves with a quick answer. Back-to-back goals in the blink of an eye. And Q just a quick shot. Stonefish will exit, and Austin Patty will come back in. 5-1 the score. 5 different goal scorers right now for the RiverWolves. And Hunter Agus looking across, couldn't connect. But Q now will pick up the loose ball, fish it behind the net. Agus trying to dive on the other side, crease the call. And the Bears now will look to work it up in its brand. We're under 10 minutes to go, first quarter. RiverWolves have put together a solid start here. Atwood lets it go off the post. So Chris Atwood has missed quite a few games. He's only got a couple under his belt, but a valuable piece to this Ohsweken puzzle. Off the screen, Kyle Pedwell had it stopped by Harushka. Harushka with the flip up took the stick with it. And that possession will stay right here, as I guess the best way to slow down a shooter like Atwood is take the stick right out of his hand. And that's what the RiverWolves did, working it behind the net. Quick shot, Pedwell didn't have the best angle. Easy save for Harushka. And he'll look for the outlet, make it easy, and get it to Ruddy. Ruddy out there with Pavic and Rybka. Simonelli filtering out late. Pavic again lets it go. This time Austin Patty got a shoulder on that. Fresh clock for the RiverWolves if they can collect it. Jonah Mohawk working hard. Bears had a chance to scoop it up. Good job. Simonelli now control. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Pavic, kick out to the top. Rybka will let it go. Good save, Patty. And Wayne Hill will gather it, and Johnson will move it up over the timeline. Miller looking for the screen and roll. Too late for that. He's going to try to turn the corner. Dan Miller steps into one. Good save, steered aside by Harushka. Ball loose. Johnson battling for it. Instead, Spencer Martin. Skip pass. Danton Miller leaning in. Miller tried to tuck that in the short side. Nothing doing there. Harushka will move it up on the outlet. That pass to Rex, gobbled up though by Alex Henry. Henry doesn't have the numbers, so he'll get it to Whiteford. Whiteford will settle down, wait for the rest of the offense. Under 8 minutes to go, opening quarter. Atwood with room. His shot steered aside, and that goes up out of play. So Chris Atwood has had 2 shots, both on net. Neither have found the back of. But no matter. Kramer will get it over Whiteford, turning the corner, tries to duck back in, change direction. Peel on the switch. Good rotation defensively. Quick shot. Good save, Harushka. Rebound. Kramer again all over that. The doorstep, wasn't able to pocket another one. But that kid's got quick hands and good instincts. Agus now. Agus fakes the shot. Quick one by Dawson. Rebound almost scooped up. Patty Cake to the rescue there. Good outlet pass to distance. Finds Atwood. Atwood lets it go. Good save, Harushka. Outstanding transition. As Lemaire now will work it over the timeline. Had a chance to speak with both coaches prior to the game, and question is, are they going to execute their game plan? Simonelli, Patty kept it between the pipes, and that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Welcome back. And prior to the game, spoke with Jamie Dubrick. He spoke about wanting his offense and missing Marley Angus, so want some guys to step up a little bit there. Their transition game, they need that in full effect. So that means that Hunter Angus will be a big picture there. And, of course, stay out of the penalty box. That's something that seems to be on every coach's list. In the meantime, Bears go to work on offense, swinging around. And Whiteford, that's wide of the mark. Pedwell collects that. Still some time on the shot clock. Swing over. Whiteford. Good cross-checking. Too much on the Danton Miller screen and roll. And now Paris has a chance with Agus. In transition, one-on-one. Hunter Agus. He'll peel back out, fake it, and think better of it. So a good decision by Agus, now looking to draw the double team. Ends up taking the shot. Rebound picked up, and good job to get in front of it. Bears now will counter the other way. Hannah Brandt puts on the brakes. He'll get Back over to the left side. Brandt does a good job. Ruddy chasing him down. And now Atwood will settle it down. 15 on the shot clock. Over to that right side. Peeling back. Has room. Leans in. Backhand pass. Sends it over Bombury. 5 on the shot clock. Skip pass. Looking for Brandt. Bad pass. Instead intercepted and moved up. Richard Imus. 2-on-1. He's got Ruddy with him. Imus takes a hard hit and a good play by Bombury as he put the body on Imus. And he wasn't able to get a shot off. Imus with his own forecheck, flip up, and it's Vanderzalm just getting over in the nick of time as we move closer to the 5-minute mark here. Opening quarter, Whiteford had a notion of swinging. He'll keep it, screen and roll with DeWitt Martin. Kick it back, it's Pedwell. Pedwell shot wide of the mark, rebound, and it's Ribka who will have to beat a man, and it's Whiteford, and he does. Paris with a 5-1 lead. We're under 5 minutes to go. Lemaire will start it off. Half wall, right side. Dodging and weaving, looking for an opening, looking for the screen, sniffing the switch. Instead, it's Campbell off the crossbar. Rebound. Looking for Campbell again, who was busy shaking off that post. And now Johnson. Lemaire on him. Agus slide over, and Jonah Mohawk will wait for Danton Miller. Miller now out there with Kramer on that left side. Working the screen and roll. Had him momentarily. Slide that down. Beauty pass right on the doorstep. Not able to capitalize, and now the RiverWolves will counter the other way. Good attempt by Johnson. Just wasn't able to do a whole lot with it. Dawson Brown. Kick it out to Kyle Dawson. He'll swing it around. Dylan Goddard. That shot wide, still loose. And Patty will jump on that, smother that loose ball, and he'll look for some help. And he lofts up a beauty outlet pass to Brandt. Brandt over the timeline. And he's going to have to move in just a bit to create some space with Q on him. Good job, Paris back in plenty of time. They set up their defensive set now, and it's Pedwell. Pedwell gets a screen. Shot steered aside by Harushka. Rebound, fresh clock, gobbled up there by the Bears. Pedwell bounces off a check, kick it back out. Bombury swing it around. Whiteford looking at a good job on the cross check to get Pedwell out. Quick shot there by Brandt. Stopped, though, by Harushka. And the RiverWolves now with Q will lug it over the timeline. Q, Henry on him, stays with him. Backhand pass. Campbell has some room looking for Dawson. Instead found Patty. And Patty with a dangerous outlet pass gets it to Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm in transition looking at Atwood. Atwood one-on-one with Ford. Quick shot wide of the mark. Good defense there by Malcolm Ford. Timing was impeccable there as Atwood almost with a clear opportunity. Inching toward the 2.5-minute mark here, quarter number 1. Simonelli. Looking for that screen, goes to the overhand. Patty makes the save there. Henry does a good job, picks up the loose ball, and a good outlet sends Johnson away. Johnson, though, not able to pocket it clean, but he'll settle things down here and wait for the rest of the Bears offense. Vanderzalm will send it back out to Kramer. Work it around. Vanderzalm spins off one, ducks in on another, tried to go over top, but Harushka right where he should be. And now Imus and Pincombe. So Pincombe will retreat, give way to Josh Rex. Rex now out there with Pavic on the right side. Dawson with some room, one-on-one. And Jonah Mohawk out there defending. Rex has some room, goes to the bounce. Patty, an easy save there. Rebound, picked up. Lemaire now in a whole heap of traffic. Couldn't get off a good one. Plenty of time. Tracked down, though, by Dawson. Looking behind the net. Pavic to a cutter. Had Dawson wide open, but that's going to be a violation. And possession way down deep in the offensive end will go to the Bears. They'll kick it back out. It's Atwood now. Atwood will line it up. Good save, Harushka. And he does a better job to corral that rebound. And we're under a minute here, quarter number 1. DeBrone. He'll wait. Simonelli now. And Dawson, the late comer. Campbell looking to a cutting Simonelli. They couldn't connect. Patty will pick that up. 35 on the game clock. Good outlet pass. And they'll look to move it up. Miller to Mohawk. Mohawk now. There's a 6-second differential shot in game clock. Dan Miller looking for Pedwell. Pedwell will peel back out. Mohawk, he'll tee it up. Easy save there, Harushka. 15 on the game clock. Paris going to have to hurry if they're going to get it a shot here. Rybka hustling, under 10. Kicks it over. Q didn't move his feet well. Ball is loose, and the Bears will pick it up, and that will do it for quarter number 1. 5-1, RiverWolves lead. We will be back with the second quarter after a short break. Back here all set for second quarter. Thanks for tuning in as we are in the midst of the game 1 of 2 here at the ILA. Following this one, of course, will be the Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers. But in the meantime, between time, the RiverWolves and Agus draws the double team. Simonelli had it, but Dawson, of course, the calming influence, he'll pick it up. Danton Miller are going to play. They'll play short down at one end. Dawson and Henry couldn't do anything except tackle him as Kyle Dawson with that tough first step. So first penalty of the game will go to the Ohsweken Bears. First power play opportunity will go to the RiverWolves. Paris would like to see a little improvement on their power play, just 40% efficiency. On the other side, I'm sure the Bears working at a 30% penalty kill clip. They'd like to see something more there, and right off the bat, numbers favor the RiverWolves as Andy Campbell finds the back of the net for the second time here. So a power play marker for Paris extends their lead now to 6-1. And I'm sure head coach Ron Henry would love to see a little bit more from his team that he saw Friday, as they did an outstanding job in transition and defensively. They kept it tight on the snipers. Different start here, but plenty of time to find a new rhythm. Off the draw, Henry. Battling Q and Bombury going at it. Henry again in the midst of it, and it's Vanderzalm. And we're going to have, so it looks like Alex Henry, who was going to initially get the penalty for taking down Dawson, will get one here on the illegal body contact. So once again, here come the RiverWolves. Second power play opportunity. That first one was brief. Campbell in that shooter spot. Dawson on that left crease. Campbell plays the carom, kick it back out. Rex at the top. Campbell ducks in. Tried to go far side. Good save there made by Patty. And a better outlet to Hannah Brandt. Hustling to the back door. Whiteford shoots out. No numbers. Good transition D by the RiverWolves. And Brandt now will look to burn some clock under a minute and a half. He's out there with Spencer Martin and the youngster Kramer. Brandt will go for a little bit of a run. And he'll flip it down in the corner with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And now it'll be Pincombe that'll bring it over the timeline. He'll flip, let the power play unit go to work, and it's Eric Lemaire. Minute to go in the man advantage. Lemaire out there with Campbell, Rex, and Simonelli. Simonelli with a bit of a trick play. Wide of the mark, though. Brandt's picked it up. He's looking to flip it up, and he does. Pedwell going to try to run after it, thinks better of it, and Angus will pick it up. One quick pass, and it's Simonelli. Has some room, but good job by DeWitt Martin to get back and force the pass. Dawson surveying. He'll get it back up. They'll kick it, and Rex with a shot steered aside by Patty. Fresh clock here for Paris. Rex again wide of the mark. So Rex playing the top, struggling a bit with his accuracy early on. And Lemaire, no look. Back to the top, off the post. So Dylan Goddard wrung that one off the iron. And dying seconds now with a Henry penalty. And team's now back to full strength. Goddard. And that one goes off a defender. And DeWitt Martin will bounce off a check. And he'll look for the flip. He does. And it's Pedwell. Pedwell swinging around. Whiteford. Kick it. DeWitt Martin trying to duck in. Good defense forward. Swing back out to Whiteford. Down low. Big Wayne Hill goes to the bounce, but a good save. Harushka closed the wickets. And here come the RiverWolves the other way, and it's Ruddy. Ruddy, full head of steam. Ducks was looking inside, not able to connect with Pavic. And Simonelli there to retrieve that rebound. Cutting Ruddy, not able to pocket the pass. And Dawson now with 8 on the shot clock. Campbell lets it go. Good save, Patty. Ruddy picks that up. And another fresh 30 for the RiverWolves, dominating the loose balls. Back door, that pass well off the mark. Simonelli, great job there, taken down by Vanderzalm, and another good save, Patty. Dawson, kick back out. Pavic bullet, right on. Good save, Patty. And Austin Patty settled in after a tough start, shelled with 3 quick. He's come back in and been a pillar between those pipes. Bears looking for something here, some offense. Atwood, wrong stick side, doesn't matter, snaps it across. Vanderzalm tucks it in. Vanderzalm tried to go to the side, knocked down by DeBrone. No reset, 5 on the shot clock. Kramer going to have to hurry here. Dumps it in, looking for Miller. Nothing doing. So Harushka will have it, and possession to Paris as they'll work it up over the timeline. Brandon Graham. Good job defensively by Paris as they have kept these Bears locked up. Looking up the middle, has that knocked down. Pedwell now has Atwood with him. 2-on-1. Good job getting back. Atwood, wrong stick side. What a save by Harushka. Richard Imus will counter the other way. We're under 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Imus will flip. Ripka will find behind the net. Good job looking for Dawson. Dawson wrapped up again. Still manages to score. Kyle Dawson with a defender draped all over him like a jersey. Pockets another one. You can see there Dawson just working in tight quarters. Does a good job moving without the ball. And that was the difference, giving his teammate a good passing angle. And that was just strength and skill there as he buries his second of the game. He's now got 29 goals on the season. Bears have been awfully quiet. Whiteford needs something. Spins off one, going down wide of the mark. Henry there bails him out. Kick back out. And it's Spencer Martin. He'll look for Brandt. Going to need something from Hannah Brandt today. Got something Friday, needs something Sunday. As Whiteford going to have to step up. Good save, Austin Patty. Oh, he's on his game today. After that shaky start, DeBrone now. Looking on the back door for Lemaire. Lemaire bounces off a check. Kicks it out. Q ducks in. Q runs into a wall, and Spencer Martin and Lemaire now with 10 on the shot clock. Lemaire, wrong stick side, looking to weave his way in. Vanderzon behind the net. Q to duck. But that's closed off. Crease the call. Bears now are going to work it the other way. Kyle Pedwell with Atwood on that side. Pedwell, good save by Patty. Rebound loose. Bombury battling for it. Instead, though, it's Johnson that comes away with it. Him and Pincombe. Johnson's going to have to protect that as Bombury all over him. Does a good job. Gets it to Dawson. Quick swing. Looking for the duck in. Nothing doing there. Good defense. Right on as Vanderzon locked down. Dawson turning the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Lemaire going to have to dipsy doodle. Quick shot. Save there by Patty. And now he'll send it the other way. Good outlet pass. Burt, he'll retreat. And now it's Atwood. Needs something from Chris Atwood. Needs something for the rest of the offense for the Bears, as they've been stuck on that one for a while. Atwood, quick shot, blocked, and it's Ruddy now. Ruddy going to try to outrun Alex Henry. Ruddy, inside out, steered aside by Patty. Ruddy does a good job to track down his own rebound. Take it in, another good save, Patty. Brandt now going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline, but boy, Austin Patty keeping his team in the game here. Mohawk had Brandt not able to connect on the pass. Martin able to gather it to Danton Miller. Whiteford, Miller. Again, just out of sorts a bit are these Bears. The passes that they normally connect with just not working here in these first two quarters. Agus, half boards Pavic. Pavic and Agus, give and go. Agus, nothing doing. Bounce off one. Kick it back out, Lemaire. Just over 6.5 to go. Second quarter. Andy Campbell working on the isolation. Campbell gets a step on Pedwell. Good save, Patty. Rebound. That one got blocked. And now on the run. Here come the Bears. Jonah Mohawk. Mohawk has room. Lets it go. Has that blocked. And the rebound picked up. Mohawk knocked it loose. But here come the RiverWolves. That underhand wide of the mark. Imus almost got that rebound. And scampering out of there is Graham. And now he'll work it. Goddard out there with Dawson on the left side. That shot from Pavic way out. That's going to go up and over the timeline. That'll be possession, and with 5:45 to go, that will take us to our next officials timeout. Quick break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation, Week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Just 14 weeks of regular season, then the all playoffs begin. So all these teams, of course, fine-tuning, a lot of parity in the league. And it's going to be very interesting with each team making the playoffs. In the meantime, between time, back to work Bears, and Kramer takes a hard hit, so Ohsweken will get their first power play opportunity. As Brown, the guilty party, Bears come in with a power play just 54% on the efficiency rate. Paris's penalty kill working at 50%. So we'll see here if the Bears can't take advantage. They need a little something, need a spark. Whiteford out there at the top. Everyone will get a touch. Danton Miller, Wayne Hill on that left side. Miller changes the angle, steered aside Harushka. Rebound, gobbled up though by Chris Atwood. Fresh clock here. Atwood, Pedwell here on this right side. Miller has room. Miller off the post. Rebound, Whiteford. Q out there to press, flip. Not able to hang on to it. Atwood though, settle things down. Atwood, zip that pass, looking for Hill on the doorstep. Not able to quick stick. Ball still loose. Agus on the run. Two big men, Agus and Q. Whiteford in the middle. Agus, Q. Tried to slide that by Austin Patty. Going to take a little more than that. And looks like we're going to have a penalty on the play. Could be goaltender interference. Not sure. Agus may have touched Patty inside that crease area. And that is the call. Good call by crew chief Simon D'Souza. So Agus will head out. There'll be two men down now for a minute 10. So a golden opportunity here for the Bears. Atwood with a quick shot. And Harushka now going to have to let it go, and he does. That will go off the glass, and Henry now will retrieve it. 50 seconds left in the first minor penalty. So Martin out there, Atwood on the right side. Henry's going to play safety. Wayne Hill will inch his way in. Danton Miller has all kinds of room. Has it knocked down, and Danton Miller taking 6 days to let that shot go. Needs to let it go quicker. And now it's the RiverWolves. DeBrone had a notion. They're going to try to burn off at least the final 30 seconds of the first penalty. We're into the final 4 minutes here, quarter number 2. DeBrone in no hurry. Halliday on him, 10 seconds on the shot clock. DeBrone going to try to work some. He gets a shot off right on. Patty with an easy pad save there. And now just 5 seconds left in the first minor. Brandt. Atwood kick out. Miller lets it go finally the right way. Danton Miller. Just in the nick of time, as it looks like the first penalty expired. So a power play marker for Danton Miller, and boy, much needed. You can see changed the angle and sped up the release point, went to the underhand and found the mark. Miller's first of the game. He's got 17 total, and off the draw it's Bombury. Bombury will get it to Vanderzalm. See if the Bears can't put together a little bit of a run here. Atwood. Oh, he'll let it go from anywhere. Accuracy dead on. That one just wide of the mark. DeWitt Martin couldn't get it. Almost a good stick check. And racing up and getting it over the timeline, looking for Simonelli. He has it knocked out of his stick. Patty has it. We're under 3 minutes. And now the outlet to Hannah Brandt. Brandt will work the half boards on the right side. A goal here would go a long way. Flip down in tight. Pedwell. Good save by Harushka. Rebound. Picked up Brandt. Fresh clock. Flip to no one, though. Good job to hustle and get that was Whiteford. Give his team another chance. Wayne Hill. Big man looking for room. Kick out. Brandt. Duck in. Brandt. Spin around. He'll look for help. 10 on the shot clock. Behind the net. Pedwell's going to lean in on Agus. Agus battling him. Spins off. Pedwell shot on target. Easy save, Harushka. And a good defensive hold by Hunter Agus and the RiverWolves. Back door. And it's Josh Reck steered aside by Patty. Ball loose. Lemaire battling for it in there with Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm clears house. 2-on-0 now. Vanderzalm going to try to outrace Malcolm Ford. Vanderzalm dumps it off, ill-advised, as DeWitt Martin was looking for a screen. And Vanderzalm now will pick it up. And he'll wait for the rest of the offense. Gets it to Whiteford. Whiteford, one-on-one with Ribka. Has some room. Kramer sets the screen. Whiteford spins off one. Looks to flip. Shot clock at 3. Going to have to hurry. Bombury lets it go on target. Save made by Harushka. And he'll look for an outlet. Ribka ducks around Atwood over the timeline. And now they'll set up their offense here with 1:10 to go. Q has some room. Sidearm, that's going to go over the timeline. Racing for it is Pedwell. He's out there with Mohawk. Atwood will float to the right side. Mohawk has some room, decides not going to take that, and now it's Danton Miller. We're into the final minute. Miller on the run, wide of the mark. Rebound loose. That's going to be a violation. Possession to Paris. 47.3 seconds left here in the first half. Simonelli will work it to Dawson. Dawson will work the left side to Campbell. Goddard looking for a cutter. Lemaire! Oh, Eric Lemaire, shifty for sure. Beautiful job cutting right to the net. Excellent pass by Goddard on the money. That's just some good team defense there. As you can see, everything flowing on the left side. Lemaire just creeped out on a good backdoor cut. Caught Vanderzalm looking. And a big goal at the right time for Lemaire and the RiverWolves. That's his second of the game. So 37.6 seconds. And you can bet the Bears would love to try to answer back here. Just 2 goals in this opening half. Henry. Halliday picks it up, in some trouble, has it taken away, gets it back, Henry, and timeout called by the Bears with 28.3 seconds left on the clock. We'll stay right here, get you caught up on some earlier scores. Week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Of course, Friday night was a makeup game between these very Bears and the Six Nations Snipers right here. Ohsweken put on an offensive display, winning that one 21-9. So that upped their record to 3-9. Six Nations fell to 5-7. Yesterday afternoon, it was the Oshawa Outlaws putting on a clinic in Peterborough. 22-9. That one finished up. Oshawa now 9-3, so they're in the mix with the top dogs in the league. And the Timbermen, of course, still struggling but still working, sitting at 1-12. Last night was a battle for first place between the Brampton Express Toronto Monarchs, and it was a beauty. It was the Toronto Monarchs coming away with a 19-15 win. They now sit atop the Arena Lacrosse League with an 11-2 record. Brampton falls to just 9-3. That brings us to the here and now. And with 28.3 seconds, Bears now trying to capitalize, trying to cut into this 6-goal deficit. They're going to let the clock wind down, a 2-second differential between the shot and game clock. So they'll be looking for the last shot of the half here. And the game clock, shot clock now at 10. Game clock at 10. Martin swinging around. Atwood, kick out. Bombury goes over the top and looked like it would have beat Harushka, but just wide. And Paris now with 2.4 will go for the empty net and just over top. So 30 minutes in the books here at the ILA, and I'm not sure what happened down there, who took exception to what. But Alex Q and Austin Patty had a few words. And looks like cooler heads have prevailed. 8-2, the RiverWolves lead. We'll be back after this short break with the third quarter. Coming out of it, Bragg steps into one Longboat. Good save. The outlet is tossed down there. This may have a chance. Longboat scores! Jackson Longboat finds the back of the net from his own net. So you could say that was an accident, but it wasn't. And hats off to the veteran Ryan Masters as he points down in acknowledgement to Longboat. Longboat, he planned this. That was perfectly placed. To Hopper into the top corner. And for the first time this season, I got to put a goal mark by the goaltender. So Spencer Martin doing a good job. Good individual effort there, working off his man, and the head fakes are what allowed him to roll off, create space, and he puts that one 5-hole on Sam Haynes, and he made it look easy, just bouncing off a defender. And he is a master at being able to use his body to protect the ball and still get a good shot off on the run, as you can see there. Abrams down, and he parked that one just over his shoulder. Tied 2-2, and just a good piece of quick stick lacrosse right there. Not a whole lot to work with. But boy, that fight he only needs a quick second. Slipped that one just under the arm of Goa Abrams. Just some good work here by Pedwell, as he was initially thought about that crease dive from behind the net, but as you can see, space opened up there and good composure to take his time, size up Haynes, and find that near corner. So the Monarchs dodge a bullet there as we are just under the 5-minute mark opening quarter. Fight for Williams, working the right side, two-man. Thomas, good defense. Jordan Dance, first shot of the game is stopped. Rebound collected by Corbett. Fresh 30 here for Toronto. Williams, skip pass. Block down into Pfeiffer. Tried to inside out that corner and wasn't able to do it. Abrams closed that off. Monarchs working hard, getting the loose balls. Dance looking for someone, gets a screen, quick shot, another good save by Abrams. Ball loose, Buck fishes it out. Tanner Buck, the shovel to Corbett, they've got time. Skip the bounce, Pfeiffer, wrong stick side, takes a good hard check. Oakley Thomas looking for the dunk, and Tanner Buck, the Buck stopped right there. Beauty heads up play. Give credit to Jordan Dance as Tanner Buck picks up his 15th of the season, but a lot of extra work there. Oakley Thomas with a great job on the cross check, but that ball got to Tanner Buck, and he did exactly what he needed to do. And it looks like it's going to be Jack McAlpine who picks up the first of the game. So McAlpine just doing a good job hovering, and you can see Longboat not even aware. So a good use of the backhand there by McAlpine. Hill dumps it inside. Stats, good save from Masters. Vern Hill picks it up again from in tight, another good save. Ryan Masters standing tall here between the pipes. Stats finally just took a little off the underhand. You can see here that box inside the dotted half circle definitely have to be at the very least at the top of the dots. Anyone in this league is able to get a lot on a shot from there. Dennis doesn't see a defender on him, saw him at the last second, skips it over. Bragg misplayed that, and Vern Hill ahead of the pack. He's going to get a chance. Vern Hill on a breakaway. Vern Hill finally puts one in on a breakaway. How you like me now? 66. About time, 6 breakaways later. You can see there, just a good job, McGregor Allen finding Vern Hill, always quick on the release. And Vern Hill, Sands, Nolan Fair fishing for something there. Get it over. Bradshaw goes to the far side. So Aaron Bradshaw, with some life there, picks up his first goal, number 7 on the season, and more importantly puts a halt to that 4-goal run by the Snipers and trims the lead now to 5-2.
McDonald. He'll head off to the bench, leaves the ball. Out to the top to Menzies. Menzies cuts through now. Ball into the corner to Sunderland. He circles around to the top. Sunderland finds a hole. Nice fake and scores. And you can see Sunderland finding that hole down to the middle. Nice little fake. And he finds an opening down low. So 1-1. So 3 goals already in the opening 3 minutes. And now Whippy with the ball off the ensuing faceoff. Couple fakes. That one goes high and wide as Pfeiffer looking for the top corner, trying to drop it over Nagy. Liam Osborne, a little quick stick to the far side. And the Steelhawks respond right away to restore their lead. That was all started in the back end by the captain, Liam Osborne. You see him bring it up. And then just a nice bury off the quick stick on that far side. You see the strip at the far end. And a 2-on-1. Istrat with the finish as he tiptoes right at the top of the crease, avoiding that line. 3 seconds left to go on the man advantage, which will wipe that penalty out. You see things starting with the captain board. Over to Sunderland, who comes off a pick. And he picks that bottom corner past Crawley. So a 2-goal lead. The big Paris looking for their first lead of the night. There's a chance by Pavic, and he scores. Ryan Pavic finds an opening down the middle, makes a nice fake, and finds the back of the net. You can see Pavic. He's in the middle right now, number 33. He ends up spinning around, gets that ball, makes a nice fake, and goes over top and not.
Come back here as we're set for third quarter action. See if the Bears can't get a little jolt off the start. It's Henry winning the draw. He'll get it over to Bombury. So first possession of this second half goes to the Bears, and trailing by 6. They need a little something. Pedwell's shot. Good save by Harushka. Rebound picked up, and here comes DeBrone. DeBrone with a head of steam gets it over the timeline, and now Q. We'll wait for the rest of the Paris offense to filter out. Q working one-on-one. Still has it, looking for an opening. Dump off, looking for Dawson, put him in a tough position. Wins the battle with Jonah Mohawk, gets it to Campbell. Campbell, skip past Q. Q, second on the shot clock. Q doesn't get it off. Good defensive hold by the Bears, and possession will go the other way. Whiteford. He is the floor general out there for the Bears, working with Danton Miller. Miller, little rough on that, and Kramer. So how about that? The young fella coming to play and getting the job done. That's his second of the game. And just a good job, teammate finding him. I tell you, this kid, good instincts. He knows where to go. Went right to the opening on the roll, caught a good pass, and was able to bury his second of the game. So the Bears get what they needed. That was a quick early goal. The only issue, though, every time they've had something, the RiverWolves have had an answer. Off the draw, Lemaire. Lemaire with a double team. Henry harassing him. Lemaire will curl back out, and him and Brown will settle it down. Lemaire, don't take your eye off 22. He's quick. Turn around, gets it over, and he'll take it back. Lemaire has room, steps into one, and maybe one step too many. Dawson played the bounce, 5 on the shot clock. Dawson worked over by Henry, gets into a double team, triple team now, loses it. Good defense by the Bears, and they'll come away with it. Hayden Burt. He'll flip it back and give it up to Imus, Richard Imus. If he can put on a Jets, got a chance here. Thinks better of it. Good transition D. Bears were there. And now Pavic will hold up, wait a minute. 13 minutes to go here. Third quarter. Rex fakes the pass, dumps it over. Campbell. That shot right between the wickets, stopped by Austin Patty. And now the Bears will look to move it up. Good outlet pass. It's Whiteford. Whiteford, Vanderzone, Pedwell. Bomber jumps into the rush. Whiteford shot. Good save, steered aside. Harushka. Rebound. Whiteford flips. Pedwell kick back out. Bomber swing. Whiteford. Atwood with a screen. Atwood ducking in on the flip. Beautiful try on the quick stick finish. But I think Vanderzone still slow to get up in that crease area. And in the meantime, Ruddy. Blink an eye in transition. Ruddy finds the back of the net. Nolan Ruddy has put together a solid game here so far, doing a good job legging it over the timeline in transition and then giving what the defense gives you. Taking what the defense gives you, and beats Austin Patty, top corner, right side. Seen Austin Patty make that save before numerous times. I'm sure would like that one back again. He'll get a chance here with this ball rolling into the crease area. And he lofts one up right into the basket there for Nanton Miller. They'll swing it around Wayne Hill. Hill looking for a screen. He's been quiet in this game. Spencer Martin trying to corral the loose ball, finally does. And Martin goes for it. Good save, Arushka. And a late hit there is going to send Spencer Martin to the penalty box on an ill-advised retaliation penalty. Didn't get a chance to allude to Coach Ron Henry and what he thought his team needed to do, but you can bet second thing on the list after being very deliberate in their offensive set is discipline, as they've given away a few games this year with late penalties. So power play back to work here for the second time for the RiverWolves. 1 for 2. They're 1 for 1. And that's an over and back call. Will give possession to the Bears deep in the offensive end with 1:43 left in the man short. Atwood is going to go for a little light jog as they'll look to burn some clock here. Pedwell swinging around. Whiteford. Ten on the shot clock. Atwood zips it to Whiteford. Whiteford hesitation on Agus. Good save by Harushka. And Ford now will pick up the rebound, and he'll move it up with 1:10 to go in the power play. Important here for these Bears to hold tight. 1 minute left in the penalty. Rex now will take over at the top, working with Campbell. Campbell gets a screen from Dawson. Good save, steered aside by Austin Patty. And that'll go out of play. Fresh 30 here for the RiverWolves. 50 seconds left in the power play. Simonelli, Josh Rex, Lemaire working the right side. Looking for a quick stick finish. Dawson battling in there with Vanderzone. Vanderzone, he's hands-on. Dawson, the king of the loose balls, comes away with it. Kyle Dawson sizes it up, changes the angle. Good save, Patty. And that ball sitting on that purple in the crease, and a quick pass, and Hannah Brand had to hurry. Does a good job to get it to Johnson, who works it to Miller, trying to kill the final 15 seconds. Danton Miller through a crowd. Good save by Harushka, and now off to the races one more time is Ruddy. Ruddy will give way, and it's Simonelli as the Bears penalty over. Team's now back to full strength. Simonelli, the flip back, Lemaire. Lemaire trying to sweep inside. Rex now will pick it up. 10 on the shot clock. Lemaire off the post. Rebound goes right to the Bears. And a flip out. Halliday's going to have to split two to get it over the timeline. He does. Under 9.5 to go here, third quarter. Whiteford and Atwood working the top. Wayne Hill will slide down to that left crease, work the interchange. Out late is Bombury. Hill going to try to turn the corner, lean in, kicks it out. Pedwell with a burst, flip back. Atwood, underhand wide of the mark. Rebound, Bombury, and just ran out of time. So good job of going deep into that shot clock. And finally making an appearance for Paris, Luke Van Scheppen. Showed up late, but in the lineup, a valuable piece to this Paris lineup. And I'm sure Jamie Dubrick will take him on that carpet anytime. Campbell, flip, skip, Brown. And he teed that one up. Good save by Patty Cake. And now the Bears looking to counter the other way. Mohawk will move it up. Brandt will settle it down. So the talk prior to the game was working deep in the shot clock. Didn't want to get into an up and down game with the RiverWolves delayed penalty coming to Paris. Flip. Kramer gets knocked down, and penalty going to come here. Looks like a holding call. It's going to go to Malcolm Ford. And the Bears are going to get their third power play opportunity of the game. 1 for 2 with the man advantage. So a chance here for Ohsweken to close the gap. Every time they've managed to close it a bit, the RiverWolves have answered. Miller out there working with Martin and Pedwell, Whiteford and Bombury on the left side. That backhand pass, and it's Q. Intercepted it. Q in alone. And he beats Austin Patty, so Alex Q with a short-handed marker. And I don't think that's the answer that the Bears were looking for. On an errant pass. So just a bit of a miscue, so to speak. And Alex Q off to the races. You're not going to catch him with those long strides. Good fakes, and pockets his second of the game in the bottom corner. Van Scheppen now going to battle for it. Minute and a half left in the penalty, and it's Whiteford now. Agus back, Dawson Brown back as well, and the Bears will set it up. Miller had a notion, working with Atwood on that right side. Whiteford has room. He's been quiet. That one right on, and Harushka with some good footwork keeps it on the right side of the goal line, and Paris now will zip it over the timeline. Agus, good job playing to Karam. One-on-one. Agus tried to take it, lost it, and now Halliday will zip it ahead. Atwood sizes it up, saved by Harushka, and he gobbles up that loose ball. So a good chance for Atwood. Hasn't been able to find his groove quite yet. And now Paris with 40 seconds to kill here. Agus going to draw a double team as he gets worked over, and you know when he's down, not allowed to check, and with just under 7 minutes to go, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Quick break here. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League from the ILA. Back here on the carpet at the ILA. Thanks for tuning in on this sunny Sunday afternoon. Hope the sun's shining wherever you're at and you're enjoying some Arena Lacrosse League action. We're putting the wraps on Week 13 as we inch closer to the Arena Lacrosse League playoffs. And, of course, now here to work with just 20 seconds left in the power play. Miller had a notion. Whiteford, Miller, tough pass, and there's Alex Q disrupting things as he's in there working the clock. Wayne Hill took a check late, saved, though, by Harushka. And he does a good job to get the rebound, and he's looking now for Van Scheppen. Going to have to hurry. Only has a couple seconds, and just in time is Luke Van Scheppen. He'll stay out there on offense, look for some work on the interchange. Quick shot, Austin Patty right where he should be to make the save. As Dylan Goddard was looking for a quick reward there, and back comes Whiteford. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Whiteford, they need a little something from Whiteford. He's been quiet, usually the facilitator, but I think his team needs something a little more from him here in this game. And Kramer does a good job on the forecheck. And Whiteford, and that's going to be a early check. Possession right to the Bears. Take advantage. Bomber wide of the mark. Got his own rebound. Another good save, Harushka. I don't think that one got through. And ball loose, and I think that's going to be possession right here Ohsweken as Kramer was taken down. And now Whiteford will kick it over. DeWitt Martin. Martin looking for a screen, gets one from Spencer Martin. Bounces off one, kicks it out. Bomber not able to catch that. He'll retrieve the loose ball, though. Look down, and he sends it to Kramer. Kramer trying to duck in. Met with Johnson. Johnson laid the lumber down and nothing doing, and it's Hunter Agus. Agus will put on the speed. He'll go the other way. Jumping into rushes, Big Campbell. Campbell, Rex trailing, give and go. Agus shot steered aside. Ball loose, and a good job by Hannah Brandt. Knocks it over the timeline, but it's retrieved by Pavic. No reset on the clock. Ryan Pavic has Jonah Mohawk on him. Pavic's got some room, trying to lead his way in. 5 on the shot clock. Pavic behind the net to Dawson, handcuffed him. Dawson got the shot on, and now, of course, chasing down the rebound, and that's going to be an illegal cross-check in the back. And I tell you, and I'm not sure who took such exception to that hit. I don't think Dawson purposely tried to hurt anyone there. So Brody Thomas was the one who took exception. I'd imagine Brody Thomas would be done for the day based on his manhandling of the face mask. Kyle Dawson's already in the box. You can see there. Clearly Dawson trying to avoid any kind of confrontation. Josh Rex in there protecting his teammate, and we understand Brody Thomas coming to his teammate's rescue there. But at the same time, Kyle Dawson plays hard every play, every minute, and he was trying to track down a loose ball. So we'll see here as the officials sort it out. With 4:33, we'll have to wait for the dust to settle before we see what Brody Thomas is going to get saddled with. I think it's safe to say Brody Thomas will get a 5 probably minimum. The question is what Dawson going to get. He got the initial check-in from behind or illegal cross-check penalty. Does he get another one for the altercation? But I didn't see him initiate nor fight back on that. So luckily we have our crack team of statisticians up here able to translate what this call might be. So 5-minute for Brody Thomas. We knew that. And a 2-minute for Kyle Dawson, which seems like that's kind of the way things should shake down. Not sure if Josh Rex should have got something. Again, I think that, and again, and from my vantage point, Kyle Dawson going hard for the ball. Clearly a penalty, but I don't think his intent was to hurt. And no matter, we'll go 4-on-4. Campbell will fake one and walk in. Patty with a good save from point blank. And now it's Henry. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 1:40. That shot through a crowd by Danton Miller, and Miller needs something. Malcolm Ford, turn in the corner. Defensive player, Malcolm Ford, saved by Austin Patty. So how about that? You don't see Malcolm Ford with too many breakaways. But he ran into a guy named Austin Patty, and he'll retreat to the bench. Bears back to work on offense. Whiteford. Defense extended by the RiverWolves. Whiteford kick over. Mohawk. And that shot steered up and out of play by Harushka, who has quietly put together one heck of a game here. Pedwell. Ripka working him over, gets back up, gets it to Mohawk. They'll swing it around left side, Whiteford. Whiteford and Kramer looking for the screen. Whiteford, shift over. Mohawk, Whiteford. Pedwell's quick shot, stopped by Harushka. And now they'll move it up. Will Paris into Brown. Simon Ellie took his eye off it, and an easy turnover. And Atwood will come right out of the bench right with possession. Just the way he likes it. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. 26 seconds left in that minor penalty to Dawson. Danton Miller, good save by Harushka. Miller again has some room. Miller took something off, but Harushka not fooled. And he's going to air it out to Q. Q with the catch. Alex Q. Q diving, scores. Alex Q, the X Factor. Third goal of the game for Alex Q, and give Harushka some credit as he put this outlet pass on the money. And Q made the adjustment, and with that length, able to get in good scoring position, extends, and no chance for Patty with 8 seconds left in the Dawson penalty. So boy, Paris has had answer after answer here in this game, and off the draw, Vanderzone tucks it in. Good job by Lemaire. Disrupted, but Vanderzone a better job of continuing on now, and now with just under 3 minutes to kill here by the Bears, working on that 5-minute major. Vanderzone, 10 on the shot clock. They're going to keep him pinned in that corner. He'll stay there and let the shot clock expire. Good job by Vanderzone. Boy, he's a trooper for sure, as he does a great job single-handedly burning 30 seconds off. And now here come the RiverWolves as we are at the 2-minute warning, third quarter. Paris in control, 11-3. Lane Harushka has been a pillar between the pipes for this Paris team. Simon Ellie had that pass go wide, picked up Henry. Henry now with a good outlet pass, finds Johnson. Johnson with room. Atwood jumps in the rush. Atwood, and a good job defensively to get back and put a wrench in that was Dylan Goddard. And he'll race over the timeline. Sorry, that was Brandon Graham, not Dylan Goddard. And Lemaire here. Simon Ellie and Rex. Rex goes to the bounce. over the shoulder of Patty, and Henry going to try to capitalize here. Rex on him. Henry, quick shot, and just got the toe guard on it, did Harushka. Went out of play in possession as we're into the final minute. Quarter number 3. Atwood possession. Minute 20 here to burn on this penalty. Miller trailing 11-3. The Bears, though, have no time. Miller spins off one. Good defense there. Kick over. One-on-one. Pedwell trying to get by Ford. Good save, Harushka. Rebound again. And Harushka with another good outlet just over the head. Pincombe. Patty now with a backhand pass outlet with 20 seconds left on the game clock. Whiteford. 15. 10. Gonna have to go to work. Give and go. Danton Miller. 7. Harushka. Gonna have to get in closer if you're gonna beat Harushka today. 2 seconds left. Gotta hurry. And Q runs out of time. But another solid quarter for the Paris RiverWolves. We've played 3. 11-3. Back with the 4th after this. Welcome back as we are into our final 15 minutes here. Game 1 of 2 here at the ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Glad to have you here as some work to do for these Bears in this final 15. In the meantime, though, they've got 15 seconds to kill here in the man short situation. So Paris trying to capitalize in this final 5 seconds, but in the driver's seat of leading 11-3. Rex spins off one, kicks it over Campbell, and what a beauty finish. So it looked like Pavic tiptoeing on that doorstep with a beauty quick stick finish, power play marker. In the dying seconds, and a 12-3 lead. So as we take a look at the replay, and Campbell and may have had that toe on the line. Pavic. Tough call for the officials, but at the same time, important there. So off the draw, Kramer. He'll wait. And Van der Zalm now So things not working the same way as it did on Friday for these Bears. But Vanderzalm diving, saved by Harushka. But that's sometimes the way things work, as Harushka has been something special between the pipes for these RiverWolves here today. Brown will kick it over. Pavic now had a notion to step into one. Still got 10 on the shot clock. Screen and roll. Simonelli not able to connect. Bears pick it up, and it's Mohawk. Mohawk has Whiteford with him. He's going to hurry. Sips it. Whiteford. Quick shot, scores! So James Whiteford finally in the goal-scoring column. That's his 22nd goal of the season. And puts a halt to the run as they had been stuck on 3 for oh so long. So I won't say cue the comeback, but important for the Bears to put together at the very least back-to-back goals. Paris has answered every time they've managed to score. Ohsweken trailed 5-1 after 1, 8-2 at the half, 11-3 after the third. So averaging just 1 goal a quarter, that's not going to do a whole lot for you, certainly not in this league. Whiteford will work it over Brandt. Brandt's been quiet in this game. Hannah Brandt needs a Whiteford shot wide of the mark. Ball loose. And Goddard has it. On the run, has numbers, waits for Van Scheppen, and thinks better of it. Graham. Van Scheppen ducks through, gets a shot off. Good save by Patty, and the outlet will send away the Bears. Halliday. He'll flip. We talk about quiet Chris Atwood. Where are you? Brandt. Quick shot. Good save, Harushka. Imus with the rebound. Looks up, sends away Ford. Malcolm Ford, if he can run under this one. He'll think better of that, though, and flip it. Rex on the run. Josh Rex to finish. Just a good job of sharing the wealth. Started with Richard Imus, went to Malcolm Ford, and Josh Rex with the beauty finish for his 6th of the season. On the run, inside out. I think Austin Patty thought he was going to go left side, went right side instead. 12.5 to go, and like has been the norm all game, Paris has had an answer every time Ohsweken scored. Brown will give way, and it's Simonelli. Swinging around, Campbell. Campbell trying to lean in, fakes a backhand, gets 2 defenders on him. Agus has room, goes to the underhand. Patty, a good save there. Jonah Mohawk on the release, plays the short hop. And a good job getting back on D. Mohawk spins off 1, kicks it back out to Brandt. He'll work it to Mohawk, 1-on-1. Size advantage to 77. Mohawk, quick bounce shot, that's wide of the mark, and he'll give up on the play. Shouldn't, because the Brone's going to track it down and might get a chance. As he does, he's got Lemaire, thinks better of it. Time on the side here of the RiverWolves. And Lemaire will hold up. Wait a minute. Ruddy, big hard shot. Patty, though, another good save. And despite trailing 13-4, Austin Patty has been solid in his return, as he's missed at least a month with a foot injury. Good to have him back. Johnson, screen and roll with Atwood. Good patience. Atwood trying to duck in on Q. Q didn't bite. Quick stick finish, and it's buried by Big Wayne Hill. So they've been trying that a few times in this game, finally able to connect. As Big Wayne Hill picks up his 7th goal of the season. And you got to figure this was a good job here by Atwood, and you know Chris Atwood, he will shoot first, pass second. This time around, switched it up and found the big man on the doorstep for the finish. Off the draw. Alex Henry been good in that circle. They just haven't been able to do a whole lot after that. Atwood and Pedwell. Pedwell working one-on-one on Lemaire. Brandt, the pop out. Nothing doing there. Kicks it back. Look, Wayne Hill tried to spin around. Good save by Harushka. And now it's Van Scheppen. 10.5 to go here, fourth quarter. Remind our viewers, stick around to Whitby Steelhawks, Six Nations Snipers to follow this one. That'll be a 4 p.m. start. Q using his size, ducks in, but Patty, good job position-wise to make that save. Vanderzalm airs it out, and Johnson will complete the catch. Tic-tac, and Atwood too casual. Beauty pass from Spencer Martin. And Ford had it momentarily. Got tied up, picked up. RiverWolves now move it up over the timeline in Pincombe. We're under 10 minutes to go. Lemaire. Quick pass, and that shot will be on target, but go at a play by Goddard. And Lemaire now. And too much going on in that dotted half circle. Will give possession right back to Ohsweken. And a quick outlet pass to Brandt. And Brandt will... These guys get a little too frustrated. You don't catch a pass clean. You don't give up on the play. You run it down. And Brandt did just that. So need a little spark here. Atwood gets a screen. That's his room. That's his shot. That's his finish. So Chris Atwood finally finds the back of the net and picks up his first of the game, a much-needed goal for the Ohsweken Bears. And this is just textbook Chris Atwood. As you can see, screen on Agus, and just enough room for Atwood to extend on that underhand, and he's going to find the back of the net more times than often with that kind of room. Off the draw, Van Scheppen. So, as the script's been going throughout, Paris looking to answer like they've done all game. They have led from start to finish. And Rex on the pop-out. Simonelli tees it up, saved by Patty. Ball loose, Johnson battling for it. Good pickup, comes away with it. Here come the Bears. Backdoor Whiteford. Johnson will think better of it, be smart, go to the bounce, and it's Pedwell. Pedwell will pull it out, swing it around, Whiteford. Whiteford and Danton Miller, there's no way you'll ever get away with that, Mr. Miller, as that is illegal regardless. And that pass tracked down by Lemaire. Lemaire was looking for Simonelli, not able to connect, and Mohawk will send away Brandt. We're under 8.5 to go. Brandt, to see him be more aggressive offensively. He's got the tools, got the size, just needs that mental edge. Whiteford spins off one, looking for someone. Whole lot of hacking and whacking going on. Brandt steps into one. Good save by Harushka. Rebound and a late hit. That will cost 2 minutes at the very least, as Connor Pennock will make his way. Mild protest, but definitely a penalty. So the Bears will get their fourth power play opportunity of the game. They have managed 2 goals on the power play, only have 6 in the game. So Whiteford again, the quarterback. He's got DeWitt Martin and Atwood on the right side. Danton Miller and Big Wayne Hill on the left. Whiteford has some room, goes to the bounce. So third power play goal of the game for the Bears. And a big one for Whiteford. That's his second of the game. He's got 23 in the season. And just a good screen there from DeWitt Martin. allowed Whiteford the room to step around that, get a better angle, and he parks that bounce shot 5-hole. 13-7, 7:53 to go. So the deficit back to 6. The Bears showing a pulse. Off the draw, they get possession. Brown does a good job there on the late stick check as he popped that out of the stick of Burt. And now back the other way comes Richard Imus. Imus will flip, and Lemaire now will work with Dawson. Lemaire ducks in, gets pushed out, skip pass, Q. Q going to look to try to take advantage. That shot wide of the mark. Good defense, Bears. Here comes Hannah Brandt. They've got numbers if they hurry. Hustling in is Martin. Backdoor, Bombury. Brandt will pull it out, stick to the game plan, and work to Pedwell. Pedwell, Wayne Hill. Wayne Hill gets the screen. Hill with the overhead stop by Harushka. Ball loose, fresh 30 here for the Bears. Bombury swing it over to Brandt. Atwood floats out there to his spot on the right shooter spot. Gets it at the top, ducks in. Atwood, flip over. Pedwell shot, he picks the corner. So a little life for the Bears here with 6:39 to go. Kyle Pedwell with goal number 19, and give Chris Atwood some credit here as good job deciding to give that up to a teammate. He picks up the helper there, and it's 13-8. So back-to-back goals for the first time in this game by the Ohsweken Bears, and off the draw, it'll be Hunter Agus. So important here for Jamie Dubrick and company to settle down and not push the panic button. Work behind the net. Dawson, he's been quiet. Kick out. Campbell behind the net. Looking for something and tried to shovel, did Rex. And with 6:09 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. We'll be back. Short break. Back here at the ILA, Bears trying to mount a comeback here. Going to need something more from number 7 for sure. And the likes of a couple others, including James Whiteford and Hannah Brandt, to name a few. In the meantime, between time, the RiverWolves gone a bit quiet, and they're going to need something from some of their guns, including Kyle Dawson. Brandt races to get it over the timeline. Agus on him. Bounces off one, turns it over. Johnson, good job by the two big men. Agus now working with Q. Agus tried to duck it over. What a save by the patty cake man. Beauty job there, and back the other way come the Bears. Jonah Mohawk, 3-on-2, working with Brandt. Pedwell's jumped in the rush. Didn't take advantage of it as the RiverWolves back quickly on D. Atwood zips it over Mohawk. Finds Kramer. Kramer trying to duck in. Can't. Peels back out. Mohawk took his eye off it. Managed to teeter on the line. He'll roll that with 4 seconds, but he rolls it right back to the RiverWolves. DeBrone. And DeBrone has had a solid game for the RiverWolves. Simonelli wide open, dump over, and fish, but looking for the 5-hole. Patty closed that up. Johnson now the other way, inching toward the 5-minute mark. Bears looking for another here, trying to close the gap. Danton Miller swinging around. Whiteford, he'll collect it. Got to go to work. Time not on the side of the Bears. Whiteford, back out. Vanderzon puts on a bit of speed. Flip. Atwood, his shot off the crossbar. And numbers now the other way. Richard Imus is going to scoop it up. He's there with Luke Van Scheppen. And Imus puts on the air brakes. He'll hold up. And Paris now will be a little more deliberate with 4.5 to go. Imus will remain out there on offense momentarily. Send that over, and it's Pavic. Pavic, good job of stepping up. He was going to let that go. Behind the net looking for Dawson. And instead Johnson will retrieve. And he'll have to work to get it over the timeline. Good flip. Henry now on the move. Zips it back door. Whiteford. Whiteford, cue on him. Whiteford turning the corner. Quick shot. Well wide of the mark. Rebound. Pedwell. Zip it over on the crease and taking a hard hit in the air. Looked like Whiteford. And we'll see what the call is here. Not sure if it's going to be an illegal cross-check, but so checking from behind, we'll see the replay. And caught him on the side, but definitely from behind. So Malcolm Ford will spend 2 minutes. Another power play opportunity, the 5th of the game for the Bears. 3 for 4 with a man advantage, so impressive on the power play. 5-on-5 struggling. Dan Miller has room, steps in, gets his own rebound, has it knocked away. So good job battling there is Brandon Graham, and it's going to be possession to Paris. Sticks down, and Bears making a change, but in the meantime, that opportunity, nothing doing. Lemaire now going to work some clock under 1.5 minutes. Looking for the screen and roll, thinks better of it. 10 on the shot clock. Lemaire sets his feet, wrong stick side, ducks in on Brandt. Lemaire diving off the crossbar. Brandt didn't go hard enough. Simonelli beat him to it. And a big loose ball. And a collision there as it took 3 to take down Simonelli. The Bears now going to have to hurry. Under 3 minutes to go. Trailing by 5. Don't have a whole lot of time to set up. Going to have to attack now. 45 seconds left in the Ford penalty. Atwood. Whiteford. Atwood on the curl around. Atwood shot. Steered aside. Rebound. Picked up, and it's DeWitt Martin on the doorstep. 4 of their 8 goals scored via the power play. And this is just a good job by Martin to pick up his 10th of the season on a good shot. Good save there by Harushka, but the rebound right to DeWitt Martin, and no chance for Harushka in that tight. 13-9, 2:32 to go. We'll see, do the Bears have a little bit left in them? Off the draw, it's Henry. Henry got a head of steam going. He'll peel out. And Atwood with good hands. Wrong stick side. Bullet. What a save, Harushka. That was a BB from Chris Atwood. And Harushka shrugged that off like it was nothing. Lemaire now. Be a little more deliberate here. The lead is shrunk to 4. Lemaire has Mohawk chasing him, gets it down, kick back out, Campbell. 6 on the shot clock, Andy Campbell. Oh, he's a handful, fakes the backhand. That one didn't work, and that's going to be a violation and possession to the Bears. DeWitt Martin go to the back door to Atwood, minute 45 to go. Again, got to put the rush on me right here. No time As time on the side right now, the RiverWolves. Whiteford sizes it up, tries to duck in on Agus, kick it back out, Pedwell lets it go. That goes off a defender. And Pedwell gets it at the line, curls around with DeBrone on him, working with Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm sidearm wide of the mark, and that will roll over the timeline with 1:17 to go. Simonelli, he has been all over the carpet here in this game. Done a little everything, including that shot, stopped by Patty. And Austin Patty, good outlet. Will work it to Johnson. Johnson looking at that back door. Atwood filters out, as does Whiteford. Johnson with a swim move, kick it out. Looking for Spencer Martin, swinging around. Atwood. 15 on the shot clock, 50 seconds left in the game. Atwood, he was looking 5-hole, but boy, Harushka knew that. Ball loose, and Whiteford with the gift will get it back. Zips it down. Atwood, point blank, through the 5-hole with 36.8 seconds. So we're going to have some discussion here, and good to see the officials conferring. As so it looks like an explanation is going to come from Simon D'Souza, the crew chief. So I'm not quite sure what the dispute is. People not happy with the officiating, but they are on the other side of the glass, so their opinion really doesn't matter too tough. Bottom line, so it looks like it's going to be a 2-minute penalty to the Bears. And the goal is not going to count. And Paris now is going to let this one wind down. So we'll have to get some explanation for you as far as that goes. But a late penalty called. So what looked like a promising comeback, or at least some fight shown by the Bears, as this time is going to wind down, and Paris is going to put the finishing touch. It's going to be Ryan Pavic that pockets his second of the game. And a tough call, tough hand dealt to Ron Henry and the Bears, but the officiating crew on point. Call made, decision made, 9.6 seconds to go. 14-9 in favor of the RiverWolves, and they look like they're going to pick up their 5th win of the season. The Bears, with the loss, are going to fall to 3-10. And that is the case. 14-9. Favor of the RiverWolves, and Lane Harushka. A fine game and good effort by the Bears. That will do it for Game 1 here at the ILA. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League.